Positive thoughts all in this system of things, and namaste. Okay, I wanted to talk about self-love and self-care because there's many people out there that don't understand what that means. So, they said to yourself, well, what does that mean, self-love? Well, so there's many out there that don't know what it means to love themselves. So, how do we take the steps to practice self-love? That's the question. So basically, the way I see it is that do you believe that you've got a lack of self-love? Do you question yourself regarding loving yourself? These are questions you need to ask yourself. Do you struggle to find love? Do you feel that people don't see your value as to who you are, or that um, you know you yourself don't see your value, for example, as to who you are, your own self-worth, your own self-value as to who you are? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. The lack of self-love can affect many areas of your life. I know that it affected me. I know that it affected many aspects of my life, which needed to be fixed. And basically, it's understanding the issue and having to resolve it. And there's many out there that are like that, going through that situation where they're, having to find out the issue behind it and how to resolve it and how to fix it. And there's many that have to seek help through therapy to get the help that they need to fix those issues, because they're having a difficult time because because of self-love and so forth. Okay, so it's important that you take those steps to teach you to absolutely love yourself so that others can see the love that you have by loving yourself. And the way you love yourself and the way you act and the way you behave, those people will pick up on your energy as you raise your vibration. They will be able to feel it, those changes in you as a person. And it may have been someone that's known you for years, but they can feel it. They can see you, feel your vibration, your energy. Just how much you're loving yourself. People can pick up on it. Believe me. So what is it, self-love? It's basically, it's an unshakable, unwavering belief in your worthiness, basically, that not everyone is going to understand it. And I'm not talking about arrogance here. I don't mean that at all. I'm talking about being a show-off or a quiet sense of I'm worth it attitude, in an arrogant way. I'm talking about I'm worth it, I'm lovable, and my light just radiates out from me, in which other people pick up on the energy. If you believe it and you from within without faking it, and you can't fake it when it comes to working on yourself. You can't lie to yourself or fake it because other people pick up on that too. So it's really important, if you're going to elevate your sense of self-love and self-care, it's better to be true to yourself in truth, love and light when it comes to your sense of self-worth and so forth. That's if you believe it, okay? You need to believe it, and you basically need to trust it. So from basically within the depths of your soul, you've got to believe it, that you are lovable and you're worthy and I'm loved and I'm amazing and all those things, okay? So it's a sense of knowing just by being and people will pick up on it, and they will feel it, because it'll radiate out. They'll see it. Okay, so don't try and fake it. So without self-love, you may always have these feelings that you're not good enough, for example. I know from experience with the patterns that have gone on in my life in the past that I needed to correct and resolve, with the struggles that I went through growing up, with a tumultuous family time with my family, which I published in the first book, Inner Child of Lisa. Um, Basically suffered with gender dysphoria for 40 years, that alone, and then plus all the other stuff that's happened to me, and I've gone just about through everything. I mean, a lot. Um, and people in the networks, be it LGBTQ or the spiritual networks, have said to me, "My God, how did you get through it all? You've been tormented." Well, the thing is, I had a calling here. I've come here on purpose as a light worker. I've even been called an earth angel on my journey, my story, and whatever. But I've come here with an important purpose. So I'm highly gifted with many gifts, and there's divine intervention in the book story, which is in the first book. And let's just say I had a bit of a calling, and I was told that with the journey that I've come on here, I've come here to sort of be a beacon of light and shine the light. And it doesn't matter, if it's a trans man, which is who I am, or anybody on the LGBTQ gender spectrum, because the story I've got to tell goes across the spectrum and on many levels. So that's the story, because I've had a 5-star rating, review and feedback from people from the public, lots of positive comments, and just amazing and fascinating and so forth. So that's my journey, that's why I'm here. Okay, it's all part of the journey. So basically what I wanted to say was that when it comes to your self-worth and self-value, it's been able to see things in a different perspective. And basically, if you know that you're worthy and that you're valuable, and you feel that deep within your soul, in the depths of your soul, and you believe it and you trust it, people will feel it, basically. And it's taken me many years to heal, purge out, and remove any kind of limited beliefs that have happened in my past, because the only thing that counts now is the present moment. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter about tomorrow or next month or next year. I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that in a year's time, or I'm going to be there in months' time or 6 months' time. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is the here and now, which Eckhart Tolle spoke about in his book. The now moment. Okay, because